time. I mean, if you're
Okay.
listening out there and you know that you're capable of more at home, you know that you should be winning at home, then you know what I'm talking about. And so, and it changed when my family became my most valuable business, when I started running my family as a business, when I actually, it's crazy, but it's true. I legally incorporated my family. 2B Tim's LLC is a legal corporation. And I
Okay.
started running my family like a business. I started having shareholder meetings and talking about enterprise value and
Mhm.
bottom line. And we have a family logo and a family mission statement. Everything I did in business, I started doing at home, and it worked. It connected those two worlds. It took a world that made sense to me and connected to a world that I was, insanely passionate about.
Mhm.
And my kids benefited from the experience, and
Mhm.
my wife saw the passion and the purpose in my eyes. And so everybody won from this shift. Now, here's what I want to tell you.
Mhm.
I still live in the same house. I still drive an F-150 pickup
Mhm.
truck. Still married to the same wife. Still have the same kids. The only thing that changed was here,
Mhm.
was in my head. Okay. It was a change and a shift in my thinking of my role in my family, my role as a husband, my role as a father. So I don't want anybody thinking out there, oh, if I lived in Indiana, or if I had this house, or if I had this wife, or if I had these kids, my life would be different. No, that's not it. You have to make a change that says, I'm going to be different. I'm going to start giving my family my first and my best instead of my last and my least.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my family my most valuable business. I'm going to have intentional meetings with my family. We're going to talk about important stuff, and we're going to figure out why our family was put on this earth. That's how you make it happen.
Yeah, yeah. And it really is a mindset shift, Mark. And a lot of people that I speak with, want to have that work-life balance. And when I ask them, what that means, it's interesting that they actually don't know what it means to them. They haven't defined it. And I guess that's where the business plan and the strategic plan and the vision of the family comes in. So could you share a little bit more in terms of detail of someone looking on quickly what they can take away from this, what they can do immediately to begin to run their family like a business?
I would say step one is pretty simple. It can be a little harder than what it sounds, but I don't know of any business that can function without meetings.
Yeah.
And meetings are by definition a scheduled time where you talk about what's important.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here to tell you, most families that I talk to have never had an on purpose intentional meeting about why they exist.
Wow.
Like, why was their family put together? Like, what purpose does their family play in this big world we live in? What's important to their family? What do they stand for? What are their core values? Like, most families have never had that conversation.
Mhm.
They kind of have passing conversations in hallways and kitchen tables of what they're doing tomorrow or the next day, or who needs what and picked up when.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about on purpose family meetings. And so that's the first step, is schedule your first family meeting to sit down and say, you are the most important business that I will ever have. And I want to start acting as the CEO of the most valuable business in the world. And I need your help. We need to do this together. And we're going to meet. Our family did it every Sunday night. We met Sunday nights before the week started. We had
Okay.
our shareholder meetings. And the cool thing about those meetings is it gave everybody a voice and a vote. And when they figured out they had a voice and a vote, it mattered.
Yeah.
And they mattered. And things started to really take a different turn in our family. And we were never the same after that.
Okay.
So I would say that's the first thing. And I'll